Baby, when I told y'all earlier that Marlo had gone on Carlos King's podcast and had let loose and let have on Kandi and Kenya, I knew that the fallout was going to be immediate. And just like clockwork, Kandi has gotten word of what Marlo has said, and she is going ballistic. Okay. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac because we got a little bit of tea on what's going on with the season. Okay. So grab yourself a little coffee mug, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, hit that notification bell button, and let's go ahead and get into the tea. Okay. It's your boy Richie Skye here. Sky Squad, we are back in the building, of course. And we talked about this podcast that Marlo had done with Carlos King, and baby, it was juicy. It was one for the books, baby. Let me tell you something, Carlos. Every Wednesday, just keep giving it to us, okay? Just keep giving it to us. Now, Marlo gave us a little something extra, okay? She gave us a lot to chew on today, okay? Well, I should say yesterday. So, of course, our good friends over at the Neighborhood Talk had to get the tea from Kandi on what she thought about what Marlo had to say about her. Now, for those of you guys who don't recall, Marlo did discuss the fact that she felt like Kandi should be doing more for the culture and for the Black community than trying to make these ladies wear these vibrating bloomers while they was on this cash trip. And she asked her, Kandi, teach us how to, put on Broadway productions and stop talking about all this, sexual stuff because, she said that Kandi had been effed out of Atlanta or whatever, all kinds of things like that, and I said effed out. I said, well, what is effed out? Lord, effed out. She done took it to a whole new level. Okay. And so now, and she also said that she had to make Kandi work for them dollars because Kandi been on this show all this time and she just been coasting through. So I said, "Oh Lord, this ain't gonna work out too well for her." And I said, Kandi is gonna get that clapback game going strong. Okay, she gonna get it going strong. So let's take it on over to the Neighborhood Talk because we're going to dissect exactly what Kandi had to say in response. And we got to shout out our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk. Yes, that's D, Rachel Lewinsky on the camera, Kyle in the building. Let's get into what Kandi had to say in response to hearing that Marlo says she's been effed out of Atlanta, okay, and needs to do more for the culture.
Speaking of culture, we just got a clip sent to us maybe about 2 minutes before you got here. So one of your castmates, Marlo, seems to think that you should be doing more for the culture and even said that you need to stop talking about sex. So how do you feel hearing that tonight?
Now you could tell Kenny was caught off guard in this moment, and I'm gonna tell you how you could tell Kenny was caught off guard in this moment because she gonna get to breathing hard. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get to being out of breath, and that's when Kandi she about to get activated, and you could tell she was really in her feelings about it. But let's watch.
So funny. And that's why she be so fake to me. Was it day or last night she was sending us the invites, her thing. She want us to come support her in her business or whatever. And I was the first one on the group text, probably the only one, no, one of two of all the housewives who said, "Oh yeah, girl, I'm gonna come be there for you." She gets on my motherfucking nerves. I'm tired of her bullshit. She's fake as fuck. If y'all do not know, I have been doing way more for the community than all of them.
Boom. Candy about to say, check my resume, check these credentials over here.
I don't mind saying it. Okay. I don't always do everything I do on television, but if you want to go to television receipts,
Speaking of culture,
even the food drives that I did in the past, who was the main one trying to show up to help her? And she want to act like she don't remember. Listen,
Mm,
I pay off college tuitions for people I don't even know.
Miss
boom.
Universe is giving back to the culture.
Oh, what? I put all my businesses in Black communities so that I can bring more jobs to our community.
Boom.
What's she doing?
Boom.
What
And
is
to be clear, of all people,
Uh-oh. Now she about to she about to really go in. Okay, let's get into it.
I've helped, she should know. Because when she wasn't on this show and couldn't get on this show for years,
Uh-oh.
who helped her get another show on
woo?
another network? But she wanted to kiss ass and be a friend of the show again on this show,
Bloop.
so she let the opportunity drop. But it's facts. I got her showing a whole nother network when she needed help. And she want to get over here and show her motherfucking ass. She's getting on my nerves. Like,
Um Tell us how you really feel, Miss Candy Burris. Tell us how you really feel. Now, for those of you guys who do not know, I actually heard about the show a couple of years ago. And I know that I was not the first to I know that that was not the first time that it had been put out, okay? But apparently the show was somewhat centered around Marlo and the fashion industry in Atlanta from what I can recall, okay? And allegedly the story goes, well, I know it's not alleged because I know at this point exactly what happened. Um the story goes that the deal fell apart. It was supposedly with WeTV. The deal fell apart, and obviously, Candy is giving us a clue as to why. She is letting us know that it is because Marlo wanted to come and kiss ASS and be a friend over at the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This after allegedly having turned down the peach in season 4. Listen, the plot thickens on this. I feel like I need a timeline. I feel like, can somebody just draw out a timeline of what happened? Who was offered the friend contract? It was okay. Season 4, she was offered the friend contract. At some point in time, she couldn't get work on the show. Okay. And then at that point in time, Candy creates a show for her, pitches that to WeTV. That deal falls apart because Marlo, I think, from what we gather here, was trying to go back over to Atlanta to be the friend on the show in Atlanta and leaving the deal in the dust. Well, I heard it a little bit more than that, but nevertheless, um, I don't think that this will be the last that we hear from Candy on this subject because I feel like when she get a moment to really speak on it, she gonna really speak on it and let have. Because right here, I felt like she was not she won't caught off guard, but I felt like it was like like we gotta ask you, hey, this is what happened. So I felt like when she gets a moment to gather herself, ooh, baby. But listen, shout out to the Neighborhood Talk for getting that exclusive, baby, that exclusive juice. Okay. Y'all let us know what y'all think about this down in the comment section down below. And if you are not following the Neighborhood Talk, I don't know what you are doing. Get on over there. All right. So no word as to yet what Kenya is going to have to say about any of this because Marlo had a lot to say about Kenya, basically talking about how the girl needs therapy, how effed up Kenya is. I mean, it was a mess. Okay. But with that being said, we got to take things over to our Potomac ladies, okay? So just a couple of little quick little bites about Potomac right now. So, the ladies of Potomac, according to our friends over at TV Deets, okay, are headed to Mexico for their cast trip. Hmm. So this is said to be the final cast trip of the season, and they are slated to be there for, well, I've heard how many days, but I won't say how many days because I mean, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay. But that's the first little bit of tea that we have. And shout out to our friends over at TV Deets. Okay. So if you are headed to Mexico, specifically Cancun, allegedly, then you might happen to see the ladies of Potomac. And this is the second cast trip of the season because we know that the first one was down to the Miami. So the ladies are it's gonna be a hot season for the Real Housewives of Potomac. And honestly, y'all, I cannot wait. I've been missing my Potomac ladies for too long. And I have a feeling that this season is going to be juicy, but just an extra little tidbit for you guys because, of course, we got to get into all the juicy little tea that we can get. Okay. So we're going to take things over to our friends over at Queens of Bravo. So they also give us a little bit of a tidbit as well from a DM that they received. This is alleged. Let me go ahead and put this down in the banner so y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that people can see it, you know. But allegedly, now we know that they're headed to Mexico until Saturday, allegedly. Again, alleged. For the final cast trip. Filming is allegedly supposed to wrap the first week of July, and apparently filming was supposed to end in June, but got slightly extended due to all the drama. Mm. Y'all know what that means. That means that this season is going to be super duper lit. Okay. So I'm super excited about that. And we also have an announcement. Actually, I wasn't even going to get into this, but since we are in a sharing mood, let's go ahead and take things over to our friends at OMFG. And I'm doing this live while I'm recording this video. Because I'm like, while we delivering news like this, I mean, we got to go ahead and continue it, right? So let's take it on over because we got to talk about Married to Medicine. All right. So, according to our friends over at OMFG Reality TV, make sure you give all of these sites a follow and some love and show them some love. Just got confirmation that Married to Medicine season 9 will be announced either tomorrow, meaning today, as in Thursday, or Monday, but it is coming. So we should be on the lookout for a trailer or an announcement in the next few days. Super duper excited about this. And of course, once that trailer drops, y'all know we're going to be all on it. Okay. So listen, y'all keep it locked to the channel because it's about to get real exciting and spicy around these parts, especially as Atlanta begins to heat up and Married to Medicine is set to start. You know, it's about to be a wild summer. So listen, y'all keep it locked to the channel. Subscribe, hit the notification bell button, and I will catch you guys in